Yo, what's up? This is John from JJ Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. All right, boys and girls. I guess this will be the second part to this roll pan from Mob Shop Metalworks that ordered from Jason Vanetti from Vanetti Fabrication. So let me show you what I got going on. I got it up there. So a few little things I want to go over and see where spit it out, Jay. Ain't nobody gonna take it from me. See where I'm at, and then I'm going to email the client and see if they would like to me to weld it solid, or they would make it where it's removable. I split the difference on both sides of the gaps. They're pretty close where they're at. This truck's gonna be super low to the ground, so it's not really gonna matter if he's okay. If he wants to weld it up, then I'm gonna make a filler panel to go, and I'm gonna spot weld it to the roll pan, and then I'm going to grab the inside of the bed side as a stiff leg on both sides. I'll do one at the bottom, one at the top, and then I will make a piece to weld in the seam to make it solid. If that's the case, then you gotta do some body work to the corners and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you what I got going on. All right, here we go. So this is where we're at. Here's the roll pan. All right. So looks really good. Let's step back a little bit. It's a real good piece. I highly recommend this piece. I mean, for the money, you can't build it. I'm telling you, you can't build it for the money. So here's what I'm talking about right here. So here's the body line here and here. So it's pretty good this way, but if you look this way, it's not. So you're gonna have to suck it in like that. And to suck it in, you're gonna have to, if he don't want to weld, if he don't want to weld this up, which if he does is no problem. Weld this up solid. Before I do that, I'm going to check the tailgate, which it should be, because these guys is, mass producing these things. So I don't see any issues anywhere, where anybody's talked about any issues with them of nothing. Still got plenty of room. Here's the bottom. The only thing, you could adjust this up and down to get the gap on the bottom of the tailgate closer. But if you do that, then you're going to distort this body line to this body line. So I highly suggest getting this body line and this body line right, and then the flatness this way to this way, and then worry about the rest of it. Okay, it's level. See, it's level. The bed's level on the cart. Everything's level. That's level that way. So what I was talking about is if I put a piece of metal long ways here, like it's just a reference, folks. If I put something long ways flat, pretty thick on the inside, not this of course, and then grab it on the inside of that will suck that up, because you can actually lay on here. All right. If he wants to weld it up solid, then all I got to do is just get it that way, make me a piece of metal, give me some filler rod, and cut me a piece, and then just bridge the two across. But see, also you got to look right here. This is not flat neither. So to get this flat, to get this body line, to get these two pieces transitioned, you're going to have to shim this out. You're going to have to shim this out to make this flat. Or if you start tweaking it, then you're going to do this. You're going to bend it, right? You're going to make it look like a banana. So to get this to get this flush, gonna have to take these screws out, bring this panel out, tack weld it here, here, and here, and then whatever's there is gonna be a shim. So when the tailgate drops, you'll be able to see that shim all the way across there. So there's a lot of moving variables on, you know, how nice do you want this? I mean, how nice do you want to do it? I mean, it's not going to be riding around with the tailgate down. Probably hardly ever will have the tailgate down. Somebody says, well, is anybody going to look in there? Well, I would, you know. But that's what I do. I mean, I would look in there, because if I seen this truck at a show, I haven't been to a show that has one of these pans, but if I was at a show and I seen these pans, I'd want to try to look down and see what they did, you know, to compensate the gaps. So let's go back around over here. So on this side, it's not as bad on this side. See, if you go like this, it's not as bad that way. It is that way, but you still have to suck this in. And see this body line and that body line, once you push it up, you can see this top crown and this top crown grabs each other. So there's a lot of moving parts. There is a lot of moving parts. So I evenly space these screws. So I hit center, right? And then I split the difference. Then I put one in the center. I come 1 inch off the end, and then I went 1, 2, 3, and then center. All right. There's another option. You could put, if you thread the bed, you know, with those inserts, you know, vibration is going to loosen them out. Even if you put Loctite, you know, it's possible they could loose out and then that'd fall. So the best thing to do, you know, if you pop rivet it, the pop rivets, you know, let me turn it. If you pop rivet it, the pop rivets are going to work their time. Over time, they're going to work and they're going to come loose and it's going to fly. So you could panel bond it, and I know a lot of people, you know, they frown on panel bond, but I'm telling you, man, that panel bond, they've compared it. That stuff is like nobody's business. So me, I'm probably going to weld it. If that's, I'm going to suggest to the client to weld it. And tighten up these gaps, or make something on the back side to suck it up underneath, and then secure the bottom of the roll pan to the bottom of the bedside, and then just leave the gap open. But I definitely want to weld it on the top and on the bottom to keep it from moving. So there's a lot of moving parts. So my overall, let's turn back around. My overall of this whole piece right here, it's very, very nice. All right, so where the tag is, I had to cut this much out, which is, let me get my old handy dandy tape measure. So I had to cut out roughly 13, just say 12 and 15 sixteenths. So just say 13 inches. I cut out, and I cut out roughly 2 inches wide of the back side of the bed. So the tag could recess up in there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'm going to ask the client, what does he want to do? What does he want it to look like? You know, stuff like that. And then after all that, then we'll go from there. I'm at the 9-minute mark. I appreciate you if you hung on this long and not fast forward through the whole thing. Give me a subscribe. Let me know what you're looking for, because I got a lot of content. I mean, I can talk to you about anything, A to Z. So remember I said, boys and girls, give me a subscribe, give me a follow on Facebook, and I appreciate you. Don't worry about the man up the road or the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch before I sweep it off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and dry, peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.